friends, welcome to my channel, and today we'll talk about family reunion visa for Germany, how to apply and what are the requirements and the documents. I'll explain you everything based on my experience. So let's talk first about the appointment. How to get an appointment for the visa. So you can book your appointments on the embassy websites. Like I am from Odisha, so my responsible embassy was Kolkata. It was super easy to get an appointment over there, maybe because of less crowd. But if you are like booking your appointment in Delhi or Mumbai, make sure you are applying prior, like months before, because they are too crowded. I got within a day, so that's a different thing. And you don't need any documents to apply for visa, so you can apply and then arrange your documents. So now let's talk about the documents you need prior to apply the visa. So first of all, you need the marriage certificate. Make sure you have it because sometimes it takes a little time to get the certificate. And second, an A1 certificate for German. If your spouse is having a PR, then make sure you have it. And in my case, my husband is having a blue card, so I really don't need a A1 certificate. So yeah, and there is a link of a checklist that the documents you need for the visa, like they're like 8 to 10 certificates and some required documents. I'll mention the checklist link in the description below. Make sure you arrange all your documents according to the checklist, and make 2 to 3 copies of it and take an original with you, so that in case they ask you, you can provide them. And mine was a Hindu marriage, so I had taken few photographs with me, like sindoor dan, fairas, some with my family, parents, to like prove that you are actually married and not faking it for a visa. And so German authorities need a sufficient living space to approve your visa, that is 12 square meters per person. And at the time when we applied for the visa, my husband was staying in a small apartment, so we had provided that contract. But later on, when Berlin ABH had contacted him to provide the original or the additional documents, he had provided the contract of the space or the apartment with the bigger size. Okay, coming to the demand draft. So carry your demand draft with you. So for me it was 6,600. Make sure that you check, because it changes from time to time, and make sure the demand draft is having enough space to fit in the embassy name, because sometimes it's too long and does not fit in. And in my case, I got it from Bank of Baroda. And our marriage was according to the Hindu marriage act, so we took a declaration from the priest and additional document as in his Aadhaar card with us. So let's talk about the D-Day, that is the appointment day. So my appointment time was around 10:20 in the morning. Make sure that you reach there before 15 to 20 minutes, because you have to make some sign, and maybe there might be other people as well, but in my case there were only 2-3 people. So what are the questions they asked me? The most hyped thing that everyone wants to know. In my case, they just asked me some basic questions, like what is your profession, where do you live in, and where did you work, and from when is your husband living in Germany, and what is his profession. That's it. But I did a little blunder. I forgot my highest degree certificate, so it was little embarrassing when she asked me, like, don't you understand the difference between grade sheet and the certificate? Because when she asked me for the highest like education certificate, I handed her the grade sheet, because somewhat I missed it. But in my case, it was a family reunion visa, so it was not a mandate. But if you're going for student visa, then please make sure you have all your certificates intact. Okay. And I took 23,000 cash with me, because if in case they would have initiated of verification, then I would have given it. And in some embassies they also ask for demand draft, but thankfully they did not initiate any marriage verification for me. And after that, so now comes the waiting period. So let's talk about the visa process. Once you submit all your documents, now the Kolkata embassy will send your documents electronically first to the to Germany, and then by diplomatic post. And after that, the German authorities will send the documents to the foreigners office in the city your spouse is living in. In my case, it was Berlin. Little crowded, takes a little time. And after that, the German authorities will or the person or the officers in charge of your visa will contact your spouse to hand over the additional documents needed, like rental documents or the contract, employment contract, and the health insurance. I'll mention all the details in the description below. And meanwhile, you can send your queries or inquire in the some of the mail IDs that are there. You might end up getting a response or getting a generic response. So be calm, have patience, it takes time. And once German authorities have approved your visa, your embassy will mail you to send your passport along with a travel insurance. You can check policybazaar.com to buy a good travel insurance for yourself for next 6 months. And right now, due to COVID, only VFS is the only option for pick and drop. Previously it was in person also you can go. And once I had submitted to VFS, it took around 3 to 4 days, and we got my visa and everything within 12 weeks. Thanks for watching. If you have any concerns or queries, you can mention in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps.